Now she was not because it's your grandfather who coined the phrase booger, right? So is it was it his wife?
No, no, no. It was his.
That's
It's
great.
his mom.
Okay. And
Yeah.
how is your grandfather doing, and how is he feeling about Jeff these days?
He's good. He's so funny. I talk to him all the time. The other night, we talked to him, like with my grandpa, you can't just talk to him for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Our conversations are like an hour, 2 hours. And the other night, we talked on the phone for like 3 hours. And then last night, I talked to him, and we talked for about an hour. So he loves Jeff. He thinks he's really nice. He actually got to meet him, how long ago was that?
Was it before Around the World or after?
No, it was after Around the World for Free, and I mean it had been over a year, so he was like so excited to meet Jeff, and he was like, he fits right in with us, and I was like, yeah, so he liked him.
I fit right in.
I always think that's like it's always such a double-edged sword of a compliment, because of course there's the one piece of you when you're meeting your I'll just use I'll coin the phrase in-laws, not to imply anything more than that, but I think we all know what that means. But when you're meeting those people, your partner's family, it's a double-edged sword, because part of you is, of course, feeling so great to be accepted, and then there's the other half where you're scratching your head saying, like, are you saying I'm as crazy as all of these people? Because there's always a lot of crazy in all of our families.
Well, I met all Jeff's family, I think, like, within months after Amazing Race, I think, after Big Brother, and I've met, like, everybody. I'm like, you haven't even met my side of the family yet, so when he came down, he got to meet everybody on my mom's side. So that was fun. And my grandpa, he took us, oh my God, he's like the best tour guide. He's like really into their town. Like he runs the cemetery and he runs like these historic things and the old town. So he was like giving Jeff a whole like tour guide of the whole town.
How fun! And what did you think of the town, Jeff?
It was different than what I'm used to, for sure, you know. But they're proud of their town, and I like anyone who's passionate about anything. And her grandfather's definitely passionate about their little town, Shawnee town, down South Illinois. But it was interesting. I like to hear some, facts about how history used to be and stuff. It's kind of not the same as it was, but he was definitely enthused about showing me around. So I think all that was missing was one of those black and white photos where you dress up like with the guns. Like,
that would have been great. Now, it still baffles me that everybody knows. I feel like I know. The more I'm involved with all of your fans, and they've been inundating me for the last few weeks over Twitter and everything else, the more I hear about you guys, the less I feel that I know. I don't know how everybody knows as much as they do. But they've got questions about, I guess, were you guys in Miami last weekend for the Amazing Race 10th anniversary?
We were. It was so much fun.
What was that, and how was that?
It was so nice down there. It was hot, and I've never been to Miami before. I felt like I was at the Bahamas or something. The water was like being in pool water. I don't know. It was just fun. Everybody from Amazing Race was so nice. Like at first, you think that whenever it's a party, because nobody knows anybody, you think like it's going to kind of separate in little cliques, but everybody was just mingling and talking. It was a lot of fun.
And
yeah,
was it? What's that, Jeff?
I was just saying they put out a really nice spread. I think CBS and Snapple put it together, and we got a really great discount at a great hotel. And the night we got there, Saturday night, was a party on the beach and open bar, food from around the world, and like Jordan said, the teams were just. I mean, everybody was so friendly. I don't want to bash like Big Brother, but I think if you took everyone from Big Brother and put them on a party on the beach, I think they would have ripped the tents down. But a little bit more civilized, and everyone just got along. Everyone was friends, and they were just playing clips of all the seasons. And then on Sunday, we went to a viewing party with all the teams from this season, basically all the teams, and watched the final episode. And just everyone just got along. It was great. It was a really good time.
How fun! Now, have you guys watched yet a full season besides yours?
Of Amazing Race?
Yeah.
Watched this whole season. I watched this one.
And now, having done that, do you think that if you were asked to come back, that you would have a better sense of the game if you were to do another season?
I think we would. Yeah, I think we definitely would.
In the beginning of Amazing Race, Jeff, we'd look at each other and be like, what's roadblock again? And we'd both look at each other. One when you do it together, or is that what's the one where you do it separate?
That's a roadblock is separate. A roadblock is separate.
Separate. Detour. Or the one where you pick two that you both have to do the task together, and then the one when you have to do it by yourself. Like that was the one part I was like really nervous about, because I was like, oh wait, which one does the other one mean? And so I was kind of worried about that. But now I kind of know. It's funny, both shows we were on, we didn't really watch.
And obviously you did that. That certainly wasn't a problem on Big Brother, but it definitely kind of bit you in the ass on The Amazing Race. Which is why I think, that's why I always thought that was like the biggest disservice, was I knew you guys just didn't know the game, and I just know that if you guys had at least known the game better, I think you guys would have done a lot better. I think you guys could have won it.
I think so. We got to, and with the way we learned how to work together, we never really put in that like stressful position, like to go at it hard together. And it's like when you watch The Amazing Race, you think some things are real easy. You're like, how could you not do that or figure that out? Or, but when you're racing and rushing, you're not really thinking and you're just trying to beat the other team. And then you get there and you're kind of just running around panicked and you're like, all right, let's do this one. Like, it's a lot more stressful and a lot more goes into it than what you see on TV,
Absolutely. And the other thing I think that nobody ever really realizes is tell everybody how many people, so when you're in a car, whether you're driving it or whether you're in a cab, how many other people do you have with you?
Well, you have your sound guy and your camera guy. Each team has that, So everyone.
You have an additional two people, and I think that we, as we're watching that, we don't always understand. We don't, because we obviously don't see them. But that's why, like when they do the camera shot, and you guys and you guys are like in the back of like the back seat of a cab, let's say, you guys are always squished up against each other because there's a third person in the back seat of that car.
Right. Well, they have to get all your sound in their video. There's also other things on every show that nobody realizes, that comes from the production side, and just me doing other shows and doing these two shows, I've learned a lot more about production. And, when you see some of these people on these shows acting a fool and getting all crazy, that really, you got to think how much work these production people put in and how much time and how patient they are. And when some of these people like get crazy and they're acting like idiots, it really hurts the production, value for the show. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, like about that, Because these guys have worked super hard. They work really, really hard, these camera guys and sound guys, and they got to put up with you being crazy. So I think, taking just a couple seconds, a minute or two just to help out these, not to help them out so much, but let them get their shots and do what they need to do. It just goes along a lot smoother, I think I went off on a
yeah. And I think that it's, I don't know, I mean, we've talked about this, but I think that, do you guys think that you would ever do it again if you were asked to do another All-Star season of that show?
I don't know if we're really considered all-stars, but if you're asking if we do it again, absolutely. I would love to get another crack at Amazing Race. It's a great show. It's great. And I don't think we really fared as well as we could have.
Yeah, no, that's the part that I definitely agree with, and that's kind of what I liked about this last season that they did was they brought back teams that it wasn't so much all stars as much as it was people that did really good, but that it was one like the two guys who lost their passport, it was like one simple mistake that kind of pulled them out of the game, so it was kind of like their chance for redemption. So I definitely like that part. Jordan, the other thing that every single question that I've gotten seems to revolve around you being in a wedding last weekend.
Oh, this weekend. Yeah, my good friend Jesse got married on Saturday.
And how was that? Apparently you looked very beautiful. And the number one question, what do you think the number one question is everybody wants to know about that wedding?
Was Jeff there? I don't know.
That would be the number two question. The number one question is who caught the bouquet / did you catch the bouquet?
Bounced out of my hand and fell in Miss Megan's hand. Miss Megan's one of my best friends from 9th grade, so she was there with me. So it bounced out of my hand and fell in her hand. Because I always tease her, my brother are meant for each other.
Oh, was your brother at the wedding?
Was.
So did she maybe go cozy up to him with her new bouquet?
No, she's got a boyfriend.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm like, you don't realize it now, but when you get, when you're like 30, you're going to realize that you and my brother are meant for each other because they're like best friends. But she's known my brother since, we're only 2 years older than my brother. Well, actually, she's only a year older than him, but she's known us since forever. So I don't know, that they're just meant for each other. They're just alike. But we had a great time. It was so much fun.
I think it sounds like fun. And then do you have another wedding coming up this weekend?
Yeah, that's why Jeff's in town. My friend Brooke is getting married on Friday. So we got
here's what I want. Here's where I get lost. How does everybody know? Because you haven't been tweeting, have you?
No, I haven't. I don't know how they know. I guess maybe my brother's got Facebook, and I know he puts pictures on there, so maybe people get it off of Facebook.
They must, because I'm telling you, they know you. They've seen photos of your dress and how beautiful you looked, and they know everything that's going on, and I'm totally amazed by it. I did want to. I'm going to give this Twitter shout out because as I'm going through, we've got tons of questions that the fans have sent in. DeemJ61, she wrote, "I just want to say that Jordan and Jeff are great people, beautiful inside and out. They have given me a lot of wonderful entertainment from Big Brother, The Amazing Race, around the world, tweets, and whatever they allow us to share in. They have shown their true colors in the way that they have handled their relationship in real life. My wish for them is that they continue to have a wonderful, blessed life, together, of course, and reach each of their goals, both individually and together. Amen."
Aw, amen.
Wow.
That was nice.
It'd be a good bumper sticker for you could condense that smaller.
If Deem ever is at your wedding, that would be the toast that Deem would say. And Brent J says, "Just wanted to tell Jordan that she is one of the best women to ever grace the show of Big Brother, and that she has maturity beyond her years." And he has a couple questions. One of them, Jordan, what keeps you grounded?
I don't know. I guess my family, and I guess after the show, I just went right back to work, and I don't know. I'm not like one of those people. Like, even if I had millions of dollars, I still would be like, if I won the lottery and had millions of dollars, I wouldn't change it all. I'd still act the same exact way. Like a lot of people that, like at work, when I come back and they'll see my car, and because I've had my same car since I was 17. I got it in high school, and they're like, "You didn't get a new car?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I'm going to run that thing into the ground." And they're like, "Oh." They're like, "Oh, I thought you would have had a new car." Like, all my friends have so much nicer cars than me, but I mean, I don't know. I guess my family and just going back to work. I'm just not that type of person to be like flashy like that, or just I'm good with money. I guess I could say that.
That's good. That's a good trait to have. And he also wants to know, will you ever come back to Twitter on a more regular basis?
Yeah, I will. I just like, okay, when you're a celebrity, or you have like celebrities always have like cool stuff to talk about, and because they're like traveling everywhere and stuff, and I have nothing cool to write about. I'm at work. I do the same thing every single day. I get up and have the same routine that I do every single day. So, I have nothing exciting to tweet about. I don't think anybody wants to hear me write about all the time going to work today. Just got home. You know?
Took out the trash.
Maybe if I had a more interesting life, then I would probably tweet more. But I guess that's why I don't.
That makes some sense. It makes full sense. But I think overall, I think everybody, as you can tell, just loves to hear from you. So I don't know, just tweet out a joke here and there. NC Girl 7777 is wondering, are you happy to be out of the public eye in regards to your relationship, and do you think that it helps?
What do you think? Yes. I don't think it's any different if it is with or without. I don't know. I guess help me out here. I don't know what to say.
Think of something. I'm curious too. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Some people, like when we're together, down here, people recognize us, still, which is crazy because it's 2 years ago. But I don't think it really matters. It's fun when people recognize us, but it doesn't change our day. We're not
But do you think that it helps not being on a TV show right now together? Do you think that helps your relationship?